Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on the XY guys. What am I expecting on the XY? Before we do the analysis on the XY, I will just do a quick recap on the XY based on our previous analysis. The XY did a beautiful job, right? It was mostly the way we thought it would go to, right? So let's just do a quick recap. We were around this area right here when I analyzed the XY, and I said there's a possibility that the XY might push up to my 38.2% fib level to retest that area. And my reason was because we had this break of structure right here, a retest of trend line as well, a retest of the trend line as well. So I said there's a possibility we might push to that level right here and also give us a possible third surge of the trend line. So that was my initial thoughts right there, right? But as we can see, that's why, as we can see that we didn't actually really get to my 38% fib level, but we started rejecting around my 23.6% fib level. As soon as I saw this M pattern form, this double top, aka M pattern, as soon as I see that M pattern form, I knew there's a possibility we might continue to push to the downside, as you can see. So even coming there to get it our negative 27% profit, which you know that's mostly where I like to take my TP right here. If you had taken the trade right around here, because I took the trade as soon as I saw this candlestick right here to this right here, that is about 339. That's crazy, guys. So as you can see that we did perfectly well. We came down to eat our first target, which is 103.970. And I also said, if you remember, if you watched it, and remember that if you have more momentum of sell, that we might get to 103.774. But as you can see, if I zoom out a little bit, you can see that we almost got to that level with just few pips right here. Let's see, but we didn't fully get to that, which is about just 21 pips right there, right before we see, because as soon as I saw this engulfing candlestick right closes below this trend line, it shows me there was a momentum of sell, right? So my thought was we might get to this TP2 right here because of the momentum of sell that I was seeing, right? But as soon as we saw this candlestick closes right around here, and I saw this other one as well, it wasn't giving me much way to stay, right? So I just took my profit away from here, which was a good one though. Just like I said, from where we had, that was a good, from here to here was beautiful. To beautiful peeps. So the XI was beautiful, guys. So now I'm just gonna delete my analysis right here, and let's reanalyze the XY based on the current price market. Right, let's see. Let me delete this first and see. Let's go to my bigger time frame. Just like you know, I like to do top down analysis. So let's go to the weekly time frame right here. Let's see. So just like I mentioned yesterday, right, we can see that we currently touched this break of structure, and that was my prediction when we were pushing to the upside, because we had this break of structure and we also had an imbalance for it to fill, and we are currently around that area with this candlestick right here. So I said as long as we are still below this zone right here, we should be expecting more sell on the XY, guys. But like I said there's a possibility to might tank up a little bit to actually touch this trend line, because it doesn't touch the trend line yet, so that's a possibility. But let's see how this candlestick will close for the week will determine if you close really good. If you have like a bear momentum, just like a candlestick like this, then there's a possibility that the sales are now completing the market for us to continue to push to the downside. But as of right now, I'm still biased towards a sell rather than a buy based on the current price action. So now I'm going to go to my daily time frame and see. Let's see, delete daily. So we can see that on the daily time frame, we're in a crucial area right there. We can see that we are around this trend line right here. It's giving us a third touch around the trend line. Let's see. Remember I said I was predicting it to push down here. We didn't push directly down here yet, but it's like a retest as well, because we had this break of structure right here. It hasn't retested the zone, and we came back to retest the zone. So we still see this as a retest of the zone right around this level right here. That was first instance. Let's delete this. That was first instance. The second instance is we are currently around the trend line, and we are currently a third surge of the trend line, which means it magnifies the trend line. There is a possibility that we might tank to the upside to at least my to touch my trend line right here, just like I mentioned previously, right? So there's a possibility we might get there to at least touch that, but let's take it one step at a time. So on the daily time frame, we're more biased towards a buy, to be honest, as of right now, but we know anything can happen. But it's just a little bit hard to determine because we are currently around a trend line, a sensitive trend line. So let's go to my 4 hours and see. You can see that we are still on a downtrend. Even in my 4 hour, I can delete this one right here. Even in my 4 hour, we are still on a downtrend. So this might be a fake out. We never can tell. It might be a fake out until we see something that solidified it. But there's a possibility that we might push up a little bit, right? Then it might start pushing to the downside, or we might just break the trend line, retest the trend line, and start banking to the upside. That's a possibility I'm seeing. So let's go to my 4 hour time frame, guys. Let's go to 2 hour time frame. I'm not seeing anything yet, but we can see that we have this zone currently. So I'm just gonna draw the zone right here. This is a significant zone right around this here right here. If I zoom in a little bit, we can see that we've rejected around that side multiple times, right? So that's a significant zone around this area right here. So we can even also see right here too, where we currently had is also significant. We rejected around there multiple times, right? So that solidifies that we might reject around that area. We've seen rejection. We are currently around that zone, so we might reject. But don't also forget that there is this beautiful imbalance right here that the market still has to feel, that it hasn't filled yet. So if you're going to continue to tank to the downside, then certainly this is a beautiful one to actually work on. To let's see, because I like to at least write something so that we can know. So there is this let's say 2 hours imbalance. Just to indicate where that is coming from, we know. So like I said, let's go to my 45-minute time frame and see. Okay, I think I prefer this one. So there's a possibility for us to push to the upside, just like I mentioned around here. Let's see, 2 hour time frame. So we can see on my 2 hour time frame, we closed this trend line with this engulfing candle. Shows there's still sell in the market, is still present in the market, right? So that's, and we can see that the next candlestick is not still as solid as this previous candlestick. So there's a possibility that we might still continue to push to the downside, guys. So let's just do from here to here, and let's see. Let's go to my 1 hour time frame. From here to here. So I think we might push up a little bit. I'm predicting it to at least maybe push up here to retest this trend line, retest the zone, get to the negative 27% fib level right here, then we might start rejecting, then tank to the downside. That is my niche, that is my current thoughts that we might get. So we might get some sort of like an direction here, then tank to the downside. That's a possibility. But let's also see that we have this imbalance right here, so there's a possibility we might push up to hit my 61.8% fib level. That's a possibility. This would be our first target. 181 will be our first target. Then if we still see more momentum of buy, then certainly that will be our second target for us to hit. Then we might start pushing to the downside when we get there. So if we push to the downside, certainly our target will be, let's see, maybe from here to here will be our first target on the XY, which is round around here. Yes, so that is my thoughts right now on the XY. I still think we might push to the downside, but before we push to the downside, there's a possibility for it to push up a little bit to retest the zone, just like I said, before tanking to the downside. And for overall, right, remember I said we have this imbalance right here, and before we actually, this would be a beautiful trade, guys. Before we actually take our trade, at least down to this area right here, to be safe, let's at least break this zone right here, a possible retest for a lower high for us to tank and at least take our TP around here, and this would be a very beautiful trade. But like we said, let's take it one step at a time. So right now, this is my quick thought on the XY, guys. Hope you guys find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.